Journey to the West, Chapter 19, An Evil Plan. The head priest called for 2 other priests, who quickly ran into the room.
Is everything okay, Master?
One priest asked.
I can't give this robe back to the Tang monk,
Said the head priest.
But you must give it back,
Said the other priest.
This robe is a Buddhist treasure.
Said the head priest.
It comes from the Western paradise. As Buddhists, we must do everything we can to keep it in our monastery.
The Tang monk won't let you keep it.
Said the first priest. The head priest smiled. There was an evil look in his eye.
I have a plan,
He said. Wukong was awake, meditating on a rooftop, when he heard footsteps. He looked down and saw 2 priests walking across the courtyard. They were carrying bundles of firewood.
It's the middle of the night,
Thought Wukong.
Why are they starting a fire?
The priest stacked the firewood next to the building the Tang monk was sleeping in.
Aha!
Thought Wukong.
I'll bet that head priest wants to keep our robe. He's planning to kill us.
Wukong waited until the priest lit the wood on fire. Then he used his magic powers. The priest screamed and ran as the fire shot across the courtyard. One building went up in flames, and then another. Soon, most of the monastery's buildings were on fire. Walls crumbled and roofs caved in.
Run for your life!
Cried one priest.
Our monastery is ruined!
Cried another. There was one building, however, that the fire didn't touch. The Tang monk slept peacefully as the rest of the monastery burned down. The next morning, the Tang monk woke up and opened the door. He gasped. Smoke drifted through the air. Burned pieces of wood lay in heaps. The building's walls were black and crumbled.
Oh no!
Cried the Tang monk.
What happened to the monastery?
He turned around. That's when he realized that the building he'd slept in was fine. Wukong walked over.
Wukong,
Cried the monk.
what happened here?
The head priest tried to kill you.
Said Wukong.
He tried to set the building you were in on fire.
The Tang monk was confused.
But that building is fine. The fire didn't touch it.
Wukong laughed.
I used my magic to stop the fire.
The Tang monk scratched his head.
The rest of the building's burned.
I used my magic for that, too.
Said Wukong with a smile.
I used a spell that protected only your building and the robe. The spell made the fire spread everywhere else, though.
The Tang monk's eyes filled with tears. He looked angry.
That's horrible, Wukong!
He cried.
If you had the power to stop the fire, you should have stopped all of it!
Wukong shrugged.
The priests here are evil. They deserved what they got.
Just then they heard a shout. 2 of the priests ran toward them.
Villains!
Cried Wukong.
How dare you try to burn my master? I should club you with my iron bar!
The 2 priests fell to their knees and bowed.
Please forgive us!
One cried.
We didn't want to harm you or the Tang monk. It was the head priest's idea. He's evil!
Wukong glared at the 2 priests for a moment. Then he relaxed.
Stand up.
He said.
I believe you. Just bring us the robe so we can continue our journey to the west.
We can't.
Said one priest. He was shaking.
The robe is gone.